You put all this time into your marketing and hosting a webinar, so why aren't you getting more leads? My agency, NP Digital, hosts webinars all the time, and it brings us over 1,000 leads every single month. According to Letterly, the webinar market is projected to reach 800 million by 2023. The market share is there. You just need to capitalize on it. Hosting a webinar isn't just an amazing opportunity for you to educate your audience. You have to be using them as a chance to network, grow your audience, and drive tons and tons of leads. After all, how often do you get a platform like that? But here's the tough truth. Most webinar conversion rates aren't that high. If you're doing it wrong, you might be only getting a 5 to 10% conversion rate on your webinar page. And from there, maybe 35 to 45% registrant to attendee rate if you're lucky. Which means if you want to drive leads from your webinars, it has to start at the very beginning. Your marketing rollout has to be on point if you want to drive a ton of leads from your webinar. So how does my agency generate over 1,000 leads every single month from webinars? Well, here's a few strategies that you can just copy that we use to maximize our lead collection from our webinars. Strategy 1, focus on attracting high quality leads from the start. According to Cloud Income, between 2 and 5% of webinar attendees will actually purchase an offer at the end of a webinar. So how can you make sure that people you bring in are conversion friendly? In other words, they're the right audience that you know that's interested. But that number can actually move up between 5 and 20% if you market them properly, which is way higher conversion rate than the other kinds of content that you're probably creating. So let's reverse engineer this really quickly. If the ultimate goal is to sell a product or a service, you need to go into your webinar with a crystal clear objective and idea of who's actually going to buy and what you're offering. When you're deciding who's going to attend your webinar, create a buyer persona. Focus on their pain points and who's actually going to respond to what you want to promote. Gather information via a survey, whether it's on social media like through polls, your email list, or just asking existing customers. The more specific you get with targeting a group of people, the more likely you are to get them engaged and get them to show up and buy from you. And whenever I host a webinar, I put my all into providing a clear, actionable call to action where they know what they're going to get and the value that they're going to get from buying, right? So your whole webinar pitch has to be cohesive. Strategy number 2, co-host your webinar with a partner. Want a way to double your audience? Well, double the amount of people that are presenting. So what I mean by this is I love presenting with other brands. For example, I've done webinars with BigCommerce or WP Engine. So that way, when we're doing a webinar, I promote it to my audience, they're promoting it to theirs. We're both growing our brands and our leads as well. And I get to collaborate with another expert, their audience. I get to build my brand awareness, my company's NP Digital's brand awareness as well, and it's a win-win situation. The key is hit up another company within your space that doesn't have the same or exact product or service and make it where your company's products and services complement theirs and vice versa. Hit them up and co-promote a webinar together, create the copy for the webinar like the slides that you're presenting on together, divide up who's presenting on what, and you'll get double the amount of leads. We literally do this almost each and every single month at my ad agency, NP Digital. Strategy number 3, time your promotional campaigns. 58% of B2B marketers use webinars in their content marketing programs. So how can you make sure that yours stands out and doesn't just get lost in the shuffle? The key is to time your promotion schedule to the perfection. Every single time I host webinars, I have the promotional schedule all mapped out. I send email blasts to my subscribers a few weeks before, not too early, like you don't want to do a month before because they'll just forget. So usually a few weeks before, and then I also follow up 3 days before the webinar, the same day as the webinar, and if I have their phone number and they've opted in for text message alerts, I also send them a text reminder a day before the webinar and 15 minutes before the webinar as well with the link so they know where to attend. And then for all the people that didn't attend the webinar, I send a follow-up with them literally after the webinar is over saying, sorry you missed it, but we have the recording, here it is, and you can watch it. That's how you get more people to attend your webinars. And if you want to do something really fun, you can also live broadcast your webinar to YouTube, Instagram, all the social media platforms using tools like Restream, which will get you more leads in the long run as well. And strategy number 4, to get you even more leads, show your webinar on all the social platforms. You can use tools like Restream to be on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and all those places. Why would you want to do that? Because you're like, hey, Neil, I'm not actually collecting a lead if I do that. They're actually just attending my webinar and they're getting everything for free. But here's the thing. Some of them will buy your products and services that you're pitching. But 2, during your webinar, offer more customized content. And the only way that people can get it is to go to a specific landing page and give their information. This will get you more leads, and it'll get you all those people that are watching your webinar from social media, at least a percentage of them, to go to that landing page and then give you their details. Those are the strategies I use to get over 1,000 leads a month from my webinars. It's a great strategy. It works. You should try it out. If you need help with your digital marketing and tactics like this, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. Or if you just have any questions, leave a comment below. We're here to help. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell the people about it. Thank you for watching.